Two Wise Goats. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between two hills, there were two wise goats. Each day, they would wander the hills, munching on the lush green grass and exploring the beautiful countryside. One day, both goats happened to come to a narrow bridge that spanned a deep river. The bridge was so narrow that only one animal could cross at a time. Coincidentally, both goats arrived at the bridge from opposite ends at exactly the same moment. They started to cross, but soon found themselves face to face in the middle of the bridge. The first goat, looking at the other goat, said, "I need to cross to the other side. You should go back and let me pass." The second goat replied, "Why should I go back? I also need to get to the other side. You should step aside and let me pass." For a moment, it seemed like the two goats would stubbornly refuse to move, potentially leading to a stalemate or, worse, a fight that could cause them both to fall into the rushing river below. But these were wise goats, and instead of continuing to argue, they paused to think. The first goat said, "We could fight, but that would only result in both of us getting hurt or falling into the river. There must be a better way." The second goat agreed and said, "What if we carefully maneuver around each other? If we move slowly and help each other, we can both cross safely." The first goat nodded in agreement. Very carefully, one goat lay down on the narrow bridge, making itself as flat as possible. The other goat then gently stepped over the first goat, taking care not to lose its balance. Once safely across, the second goat turned around to help the first goat stand back up. Together, they crossed the bridge, each reaching the other side without incident. The goats smiled at each other, grateful for their cooperation and wisdom. From that day on, the two goats became good friends, often sharing their adventures and the lessons they had learned. The moral of the story is, wisdom and cooperation can overcome obstacles better than conflict and stubbornness.